Alright, folks, I'm going to take you back to prehistory for this one. To some hypothetical country. So, a man walks into a cave, as they ever so often did, to take it over, settle it. And he's carrying a torch, and he's lighting his way as he walks in there. Now, it was not uncommon that these caves were settled by bears, and you would have to drive out whatever animals lived in there and clean it out and make it a home. But people did that. He's walking in there and slowly and gradually, and then he can hear the beast, hear the bear, hear it snoring and hear some grunts. So he walks very slowly with his torch until he sees fur. Now he just sees a little bit of fur. The rest is kind of hidden in the dark. So he starts yelling and scaring it and moving around with his torch and throwing things. And eventually he catches the bear's attention. And the bear wakes up. And the small grunts turn to big growls. Bigger. But he can't see the bear because the bear is hidden in the darkness of the cave. But eventually he senses that the beast is a lot bigger than he anticipated. Gets scared. And he tries everything he can to scare the bear, but the bear just moves towards him. It doesn't run off, it moves towards him. And he finds that he's getting a lot more scared than that bear. So eventually, he turns around and he runs. As fast as he can, runs out of the cave. And when he's just clearing the cave, he looks back and he sees this huge beast, the biggest bear he's ever seen in his life. It's coming running after him. And just as he's noticing that, he trips over a rock and he falls. And the beast catches him. And the hungry bear, whose hibernation he just sabotaged, mauls him to death right there and gets his first fill of that spring. Now, there are a lot of things that we learn from that story. First of all, he never understood, he never conceptualized the size of the animal. He just saw that there was a little bit of fur there and he started poking it and throwing things at it and trying to scare it away. No concept of how big the bear was. No concept of the fact that the bear would not be scared, but rather turn around and catch him and maul him to death. So yeah, there was a lot of stuff that he didn't anticipate in there. Now, why? What is this? Why is this important? This whole story of poking the bear. You see, Alex Jones, he has poked a lot of bears in his work, his life. Donald Trump has poked a lot of bears. Nigel Farage poked a lot of bears. A lot of people on all sides of the political spectrum nowadays poking a lot of bears. Now, if you poke a bear, if you play with fire, you poke a bear, you do anything, yeah, you're play the game at your own will, at your own risk. Surely you should know that when you're poking the bear, that's on you. And when you express yourself freely, when you speak freely, when you take advantage of your freedom to speak, yeah, you should also own the repercussions, the consequences of that, as much as all of your actions. AJ knows this. They all know this. And surely we can argue that these social media platforms and companies and tech companies that also coincidentally, I guess, happen to all deplatform the same guy on the same day. That's just a consequence, of course, completely coincidental. They could have never seen that coming. But yeah, so all these companies and platforms that deplatformed that one guy in the same day, yeah, they're all private companies. So they're free to do what they do. And suffer the consequences and ramifications of that. Just as that's their expression, just as much as they're deplatforming him for his expression. But you see, here's the thing. I don't think these social media and tech companies understand the size of the bear, the nature of the bear that they just poked. And because of precisely that, I think this world is about to become a whole lot more interesting very fast. Are we going to like it? I don't know. But in good spirit, as the Norse often do, and yes, I got very ceremonial for this. I'm going to take out this gorgeous Icelandic toasted porter from Einstök. That's Einstök, the pronunciation, not Einstök, as a lot of people who think Icelandic is German tend to pronounce it. So, I'm going to have that one in the spirit of every bit of what's going on right now. Hey, top lobster. How's that for a Jordan Peterson reference? So, Top Lobster is going to pop open this wonderful beer. And of course, because I'm a civilized barbarian, I'm not going to drink it out of a bottle. Classy, come on. So, we take out the ceremonial Viking drinking horn. And here's to AJ, to all the madness in this crazy world, and to all of what is about to come. To the games of him whose name we do not mention, of whom we do not speak. So I'm going to break that rule. Loki, here's to you. Odin, heilsi þér. Heilsi mættinum. Now, folks, let's see what the future holds, shall we? And be prepared to, well, face whatever we're all going to have to face. But for now, oops, over here, Viking out.